Hey YouTube, it's Jane Arissa back with another video, and today I kind of want to talk about how, especially in this current political climate and with the new presidential administration, people are getting really comfortable with being hateful and disguising that as being conservative. So I feel like this presidential administration is it's mind-blowing that people think that what's happening is okay. Like the fact that you were looking at the presidential candidates and you decided that a person who is a sexual predator, someone who is hateful and racist, someone who doesn't care about American people and literally ran on a slogan talking about making America great again when America was never great to begin with and is actively working towards making this country even worse than it's ever been is crazy. So that's one thing. But then it's like the things that you align with are so restrictive and so judgmental and essentially strips people who are from diverse backgrounds of their rights. Let's talk about one of the most controversial topics that people always disagree on when it comes to viewpoints, whether you're conservative or liberal, and that's abortion. Now, while I don't know that I would choose an abortion for myself, and I definitely don't feel like abortion should be used as birth control when you could have made an informed decision and protected yourself to begin with if pregnancy was not what you were looking for. There are certain scenarios where I feel like abortions are necessary, and I also think that trying to police some other woman's body just because I wouldn't choose that certain decision for myself is literally insane. Like, how hard is it to mind your business? I just really don't understand. But that's one thing to have that belief that you're pro-life and you want the embryos and fetuses to have the chance to live. But to judge somebody for making that decision, and in most cases that being the best decision for them, is crazy. You can't want someone to carry a baby to term, someone who is ill prepared, does not have the finances necessary to support that child, and was not planning on having a child and doesn't want to have a child, forcing them to bring that child into this world, and then acting like, oh, it's their problem when you've made this decision for them. I feel like if you're going to make a decision for someone and force them to do something that they don't want to do, the least you can do is assist them. But conservative people have something against helping people. And it's very, very weird. You can't have one and not the other. So pick a side. Which one do you believe in? Another thing, judging people in the LGBTQIA plus community. Now, for the life of me, I can't understand why someone choosing to be interested in a certain gender or having sexual preferences that don't align with yours is affecting you in any way. Like, if they're not engaging in any of these activities with me, how is their sexual preferences bothering me or affecting me? Why do I need to be in their business? Like, these people are not bothering you. For trans men and women, now as a heterosexual cisgender woman, I feel like I am very blessed that who I am biologically and who I think I am in reality align with one another. But that's not the case for everybody. And trying to negate someone's experiences or tell them that what their reality is not true It's none of your business. Like, how can you tell somebody how they view themselves or how they feel? Make it make sense. And then what's even funnier is the same people that are hiding behind these conservative views to judge other people, they have so much hate in their hearts. They say the rudest things to these people. You're literally trying to take people's rights away based off of who they love, who they choose to engage in sexual activity with, whether or not someone decides that they're not ready to have children. You're judging them for that and being hateful towards them for what? And I feel like you'd be really, really surprised to find out that while Jesus does not like sin, none of the people on this planet are without sin. So he has more liberal thoughts than you do because he's accepting of all of his children. You should be much more worried about your relationship with God than you are about people who have differing beliefs and actions than you do. Me personally, I'm more concerned about my relationship with God than I am about what other people are doing. I'm willing to accept what other people have going on. What they're doing isn't hurting you. It's not affecting you. There's one thing if they're out here murdering people or they're engaging in pedophilia or something like that, but who they decide to love, whether or not they decide to terminate a pregnancy that could alter their lives drastically for the worse, it's none of my concern. I just really wish that you all would realize that being hateful towards people is also a sin. So when your judgment day comes, it may just be that because those people who fall into categories who have had abortions before, or they're LGBTQIA, or whatever other opposing belief they have from yours, they may get into heaven before you do because their heart posture is more positive. They're not trash ass human beings like some of those judgmental people are. And so God is accepting of them because their heart is in the right place. So again, I say to you, it costs nothing to mind your business. And I pray that you are able to shift your mindset in a way that is more loving. And if not, that God absolutely has mercy on your soul. Until next time, stay healthy and stay well. Bye.